In this video, I'm going to show you a different way of setting up a property. So anytime you have a listing or you want to promote someone else's listing, again, so long as you have permission, this is how you would create a post on your timeline, whether it be your business page, whether it be the real estate news page, a just listed page, anything basically like that. You would do it in this format. Okay, so on the right side of the screen, you can see that I already have the text that I use for a template. What I typically do is I write the text first, and then I just copy and paste everything in. And as you know, I've either sent you what my text normally is, but if not, then you can definitely get a hold of me and I'll send that to you. The 3 parts, or actually the 5 parts to this, are the brackets at the top. This is where you want to capture attention. So if it's just listed, you can say just listed. If it's a normal ad that just continues to run, in this instance, I say ready to entertain this summer. If it's been a price reduction, then you would put price reduced by X amount of dollars from the original. Basically anything that you want to do, you would put in brackets. So let's go ahead and start to build the post. Okay, so I'm going to capture the headline and make sure it's in square brackets. Okay, so I do that, and then I go down 2 spaces. Then I put the address of the property in, and I do it in capital letters. That way, if people do want to capture the address and put it into Google, they can do that. Then I go down 2 spaces. Now, in this section here, I'll copy and paste it in. Basically, what I'm trying to do is highlight the top 3 to 5 reasons that someone would want to go into this home. For me, in this instance, the school system is ranked 9 out of 10 from greatschools.org. We're highlighting people that are moving from New York City out into the suburbs. So it's really important that they know that, you know, they can still commute, but that they're going to get a far different experience than they would inside of New York City. Okay, obviously a pool is very important to them. That's not something that you typically get in New York City, so I definitely wanted to highlight the pool. I also, in this instance, will put open concept home, because that's really important in this instance. That's what this property has. Okay, so now I will go down 2 more lines, and just so you know, the format of this is important. In advertising, you definitely need to leave room for the eye. If you stack everything all in one paragraph, it's too busy for people and they'll skip it all. So make sure you put the lines in, okay? Now, the next thing I always say is present all offers. All right. Now, even if this is a brand new listing, we want people to correspond with us, to communicate with us. And by putting present all offers, it's definitely something that you want to have in there. Okay. Go down 2 more lines. And then I put schedule a private tour, call or text Brent, and then that's my cell phone that they can get a hold of me, for a tour or to ask questions. Again, I want to capture these leads, all buyer and possibly seller leads, so you definitely want to put right in the post how to contact you. Go down 2 lines, and then the last thing you do is put a link in that goes to the actual property. Now, obviously this will pull up a link. We don't want to use that, so go to this spot and click the X. Now, if you pull a listing from the MLS, or you're sending them to the MLS, it will pull in the information. Make sure you disregard that information. And I'm about to tell you why. Because we're going to upload at least 5 to 10 different pictures to this post. That's the key for engagement. Okay? So the next thing we do, we go down 1 more line just for spacing. And then I click the camera icon here. All right? This will pull up any of the property photos that we have. I'll just pick some random ones. I'm going to start with the pool image because I'm talking about entertaining this summer. And then I'll pick the front of the house. The backyard in this house is amazing, so I'm going to do 2 photos of that. We've talked about open concepts, so we want to do that. It has a lovely fireplace, so we're going to choose that one. This house needs a kitchen rehab, so we're not going to include the kitchen in this one. But we will include the dining room and maybe the master. Actually, that's the master, so we'll skip that one. Let's see what else we could do. They have a very large great room, so we'll do that. Basically, you guys know everything that you want to feature, that's what you put in. There's also another huge walk-in closet. It's like 10 by 30, which is crazy. So anyway, so now we hit open. Facebook will start to import all of the pictures that you've chosen. So we'll just let that happen. And basically from here, one more thing I do want to highlight in here. If you'll notice, what's missing from up here is the price. The key, other than the number of pictures you use being at least 5 or more, the key to success when you boost a post for a listing, no matter what, whether it's just listed, price reduction, no matter what, do not include the price, okay? People will correspond with you. They will communicate with you. It's inevitable on every one of these. Someone's going to ask what the price is. At that point, you get to choose. You can either comment back what the price is, or you can personally message them. I typically choose to personally message them because then that, again, opens up a dialogue personally. If I just put it in the comments, then people will look in the comments later and they'll know what the price is, and that would be one less reason to contact me. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to press publish. Facebook will publish this, and you see now you're ready to go. You see ready to entertain this summer. You see the address. You see the school ranking and the top 5 features of being in this home, and then you see all of these pictures. Okay, very, very important. Now, we could have rearranged the order on these. In fact, let's see if we can do that right now. I don't know if it'll let us do it after the fact. It doesn't look like it. So typically what I would say is, since this is a ready to entertain this summer being up here in the headline, I would probably put the pool picture up top here just to capture attention, but for this demonstration purpose, you don't really have to. Okay, so that's that.